Hey everyone, and welcome back to another edition of Search Buzz. First up this week is news from Germany. The heiress of BMW, Suzanne Klatten, worth an estimated $13.2 billion, went to police after her gigolo Heig Scarby blackmailed her for $60 million, threatening to release pictures of the two if Klatten did not pay up. Scarby admitted that he had already blackmailed many women and had made nearly $13 million. I guess if you have any trouble finding a job after graduation, you know where you can go for some easy money. Next is news about major electronics retailer Circuit City. The city recently had to file for bankruptcy after years of fighting a losing battle against Best Buy, who just so happens to employ our very own fun-sized anchor, Dave. Circuit City has been holding going out of business sales for the past couple of weeks, and actually had some decent deals if you could find a store that hadn't already been picked clean. Recently, the stores finally closed down completely, leaving Best Buy as the sole major national retailer of electronics. Thanks, Dave. That's all for this week. Calvin, who got screwed?
Hey, thanks, Alex. Garage sales. Who doesn't love garage sales? They offer the opportunity to buy someone else's junk for a measly quarter or 10 cents or maybe a pretty penny. It really depends if you're lucky enough to scavenge some used undergarments. But sometimes you get a steal by wheeling and dealing for a secret treasure. As was the case with Tom Lynch from Milwaukee. He paid $10 for an old hunk of metal that had the potential for a salvage value. So for the past few years, the 50-pound object has sat in the driveway holding his son's basketball hoop in place. Recently, a show on the Travel Channel about meteorites sparked Tom's curiosity. He thought the metal object had never oxidized in the weather. So, following the show's advice, Tom held a magnet to the object, and you guessed it, it stuck. It turns out the 50-pound metal object was really a 4.6 billion year old meteorite. Tom took his newfound treasure to the internet, seeking bids up to $100,000. But before Tom could cash in on his newfound treasure, he received a call from Jim Dufault, a minerals expert. It turns out Tom's treasure was stolen from the Meteor Crater Visitor Center near Flagstaff, Arizona in 1968. Tom gave a humbled reaction. We can't sell what we don't own. So while some lucky wheeler and dealers score big on garage sales, others like Tom Lynch get the shaft. Sorry, Tom Lynch, you got screwed.
Thanks, Calvin. In this week's segment, we once again have to look at the political sector. And once again, you'll be thinking, man, this guy's an asshole. It all started last Thursday when Senator David Vitter missed a flight from Louisiana to Washington, D.C. After a small argument with an airline employee, Vitter decided it'd be a great idea to open the armed security door. After the alarm sounds and airport security is summoned, Vitter continues his diarrhea of the mouth, busting out the old, "Do you even know who I am?" line, backed up, of course, by flashing off his senatorial pen. Then, after slapping down his jaw-dropping credentials, what happens next? He flees the scene. Really, Vitter? What in the hell could you possibly think was going to happen? But don't be too quick to judge, netShock fans, because this isn't the first time Vitter's gotten himself into a little predicament. In 2007, his digits showed up in the black book of a DC call girl. So I'd start campaigning a little earlier next term, Davey. That's all for your who's who. So D-Dub, what's the lowdown on Apple this week?
Hey everyone, last week I brought you an update on Apple's upgrades to their Mac line. This week I'm coming at you from the Apple angle again. They just released a new upgraded iPod Shuffle for you to lose. They've upgraded the size to 4GB, which will hold about 1,000 songs. They've also ditched the control wheel entirely. It emphasizes a new playlist function and has a new feature called VoiceOver. Your Shuffle will now whisper sweet nothings into your ear. These nothings consist simply of what song you're listening to and who is performing it. It will also call out your playlist and let you navigate to others. Sexy. The 4GB starts at $79 and comes in a variety of colors. Google ads have gone behavioral. Ads will now focus on what you're searching for at the moment. Let's say you're searching for something like a new Blu-ray player. The new ad system will feature an ad for something like the latest movie on Blu-ray. Users with accounts have the option to opt out of the program and edit your interests. No word yet on if this update will cause a mass ruckus.